There's one particular asset that we believe she listed. That they were listed in two different companies that she and her husband owned, and they went from, worthless to worth between $6 and $30 million, back down to worthless. I don't have a $30 million net worth. It must have been a mistake in my financial disclosure form. She never said anything. And then when it comes time for all of us to disclose our financial disclosure forms, she amends it and says, oh, I don't have any net worth. But we know there was a winery in question here that has been involved in some type of fraud accusations and lawsuits that her husband was a part of. We know that if you lie on your financial disclosure form, that's a felony. It says it at the bottom.
That was Oversight Chairman James Comer telling our own Maria Bartiromo today her financial disclosure revision raises some even more questions. Let's welcome to the show Forbes Media Chairman and Editor-in-Chief Steve Forbes. It's great to have you here. I hate to use this pun, but Steve, things are not adding up here. And Comer brings up a really valid point, which is this didn't really become an issue for her until everybody found out about it and they were talking about it and saying, where did this net worth come from? Then all of a sudden you see her amend it with this ridiculous excuse.
Well, it's like a kid saying the dog ate my homework.
Right.
Given all the things they've done, companies coming, companies going, disappearing, reappearing, worldwide connections, worldwide offices, and suddenly there's nothing there except some pictures on the internet. It deserves an investigation. Unfortunately, Minnesota's been the center of massive fraud, and unfortunately, Minnesota's not alone in that, as we're discovering in other states like California.
And she will talk when she's at a No Kings rally, for example. I heard her do it just not long ago. But when Fox tried to get the Congresswoman to answer some questions about her net worth, listen.
Tell us about your net worth dropping down to about 100,000.
The whole thing.
Could you just elaborate on what mistake was made, Congresswoman? What mistake was made on your financial disclosure forms to bring it down to 100,000 from up to 30 million?
Okay, so she's playing actress there, walking along with her friend, and they're just gabbing and not paying any attention to the questions that are being thrown at them. But what she's basically saying is, oh, it's all the accountant's fault, Steve, and he didn't know how to put the assets down and deduct the liabilities. And that's the $29 million gap. I mean, give me a break.
Give me a break, and that's why it's going to be very interesting. Hopefully the House will follow through, and I think the Justice Department ultimately will too, and the federal government, on where this money came from. If it was there, why did she list it if it wasn't there? So the whole thing stinks to high heaven.
Yeah.
And she thinks she can brush it off. She may be hoping maybe after the elections and the Democrats take over in the House, therefore they can bear it. Not going to happen. The Senate's going to investigate it. DOJ, the Department of Justice, is going to investigate it. And in Minnesota, people are getting fed up. They're going to investigate it, try to investigate it. So,
yeah, and they should look into her meals program, too, to the tune of $250 million in meals that were never delivered. How about some answers there? Steve, one more thing before I let you go, because we had a real accountant, Dan Geltrude, respond to what is going on and her allegations and her excuse on this show. It was earlier this week. Listen.
Well, let's go back to the old blame the accountant. Look, David, let's call this for what it is. When a congressperson has to file these financial disclosure forms, they are signing them. And by signing them, what are they saying? They're true, complete, and accurate to the best of their knowledge. So are you telling me that she didn't notice that her net worth went from 100,000 to 30 million? So don't blame the accountant, and you can't say you don't know. Your signature on that form holds you legally accountable. So the bottom line is the accountant didn't make these numbers up. These numbers were provided in some form for the accountant to prepare the forms. But again, I go back to, she's responsible. So what it tells me is either she misled in some way, or she simply didn't review the forms. Either way, there's no excuse here, David, none.
And that was my first question, Steve. I'm not an accountant, but I'm an attorney, and I'm thinking to myself, did she read this before she signed it?
Well, I think it'll be very interesting to see this alleged accountant who can't read numbers, can't subtract assets from liabilities. I think that person probably doesn't exist, and I think the whole thing is going to be exposed as part of this great scandal that has marred and wasted countless dollars of the American people finally being called to account.
It's a shame, but yeah, accountability, very important here.